Hi, I'm Lance from Australian Adventure Bike Magazine. Well, I'm not really from Adventure Bike Magazine, but I'm going to be fitting the new Leo Vince Black Edition pipe to this Tenere. So let's get into it.
So lay the kit out on the bench. You'll have the instructions there with all the different components in there. You have to find the muffler kit that's yours, which in this case is this one here. So check that you've got all your parts. So the holding the main body of the muffler is the carbon fibre clamp. Then there's the bolt that will replace the standard bolt on the bike and spacers. The exhaust clamp onto the main OEM pipe. Then there's the carbon fibre guard that goes onto the muffler itself and the fasteners that go with that. Then there's a small carbon fibre guard that goes onto the pipe and its fasteners. Then there's the exhaust pipe spring, which connects the pipe to the pipe section there that connects to the OEM system. So that pulls it all together, and then you've got your spring hook to pull the spring on, which is pretty handy. Don't forget to get some copper grease. That's heat resistant, anti-seize, and you need to put that in all the joints as you install the pipe. So the standard muffler is easy to remove by simply loosening the clamp to the one-piece header pipe and then removing the main muffler mount bolt. So once you've taken off the standard system, get your muffler and put some copper grease in where the joining pipe will insert into the muffler, and make sure you get plenty in there. Then insert the link pipe that's going to link your muffler to the OEM system. Make sure that you put copper grease on the header pipe, the standard header pipe on the bike. And then once you do that, just fit your, slide the muffler on, and try not to get grease everywhere. So make sure you wipe your hands, and then simply slip it on and put it into position. Once you've got the muffler in position, slide the carbon fibre clamp over the muffler body and tighten up the bolt.
Just making sure that when it sits there it's nice and relaxed, it's not pulling tight in any direction.
So then fit your carbon fibre guards onto the pipe. Make sure that you have the washers in the correct order between the guard and the pipe. Tighten the exhaust clamp and there's the result. So let's quickly compare the standard Tenere exhaust system to the LV1 EVO Black Edition mounted to an OEM header pipe.
Okay, so now we're going to fit the header pipes. I'm going to leave the muffler on because it's lined up at that end, and but we've got to take off the bash plate and also the side cover to get to the sensor, the head of the sensor lead, so we can fit the extension cord in, because the oxygen sensor, which is, I think that's what it is, I'm not a mechanic, is there, and it's actually on this pipe. It's actually further back, so we'll have to put all that in. So we'll get stuck into it and see how we go.
Before you start, lay out all the components. With this kit we have the optional Lambda wire extension harness. The sensor port is further back from the original position and requires this extension. You'll definitely need this if you have a Euro 5 model Tenere.
Okay, so we've got everything disconnected, the mount bolt there, this clamp is loose, and also the header nuts are loosened off, so it should just wiggle out. And then just slowly, and there you go. Jeez, Clubby could do a better job of cleaning these things. Anyway, that's off.
Next, unplug the Lambda wire from the main harness and clip in the supplied extension wire. Connect your original OEM Lambda sensor wire to the extension, feeding through enough cable to reach the sensor port. You'll have to screw in the sensor before mounting the pipe.
Okay, so I've taken the muffler off so we can get all this assembled, and then we'll put the muffler back on. So we'll put a bit of copper grease. Goes in a lot easier with the grease. Okay, don't be afraid to put a little bit more on, because you can always wipe the excess off. There you go, that's in. Whew. Okay. Alright, so it seems like the trick is to slide the pipe in here first and then line it up and then slide the two header pipes in, but I don't know if the other one, the far one, is seated properly, but I think once we put the spring on it and give it a bit of a wiggle, it'll pull it in. So I think that should work. Like I said before, I'm not a mechanic, so I'm just trying to get this on, and I'm sure other people would have other opinions about how much I suck at working on bikes. Uh-oh, damn it. I had the mount bolt in there located, but it's popped off, so it'd be best to actually do that. Okay, so all there is left to do now is to put the springs on to connect the header pipes to the 2-into-1 pipe. So using the spring puller, and the spring pullers that they provide with the kit are really good. They're strong. I thought they might be a little bit flimsy, but they actually work really well. So just hook that in there. Front bike. Okay, that went in pretty easy. And then on the other side, It's a bit hard to see from this side. I'll have to go around the other side. Okay, and that's on too. So that works really well. That's actually pretty solid, the whole feel of that. So we'll tighten up that to where it mounts the other side there. That's all tight, and then all that's left is to put the muffler back on. Okay, we've now got the whole system fitted, and it's gone together really nicely, and may as well just give it a start before we take it for a ride. That sounds unreal. So let's take it for a run down the road. One of my impressions, look, it sounds great. It really does. But to be honest with you, and you know, some of you might think it's a stretch, it did feel a lot more responsive, and it felt lighter. And you've got to admit, when you've got 3 kilos less on the bike, with a little bit better throttle response, it does, you really do notice a difference, you know. So to be honest with you, I'm pretty impressed with it. And even though we just did a short squirt, it didn't sound like it was backfiring. I took it down a steep hill in a low gear to see if it would pop and fart, but it didn't do that at all. And it's really nice, crisp and clear when you open it up. It does bark a bit, and I reckon that's great. But when you're just cruising through, you know, suburban streets, you know, you can keep it pretty quiet. So I think the ECE approval is well deserved, and just the whole look of the system, the quality of the make, how easily it fits together. I honestly think that this is value for money, other than the fact that the black pipe just looks great on a Tenere. So we're looking forward to going out for a decent ride, and we'll give you an update.